Hello and welcome back to my channel, Chess Captures Threats, and today is game 6 of the Rapid Increase. So we are 5 for 5. Last game was actually a very dominant game, and hopefully today we can make it 6 for 6, but I'm not getting my hopes up. So we start 10-minute rapid game. We're against another player from Indonesia, and we're going to play the Queen's Gambit, per usual. He's 1682, we are 1703. So if we win, we gain 21. If we lose 24. So at the minute, because I played so little rapid games just for this, we're doing that. Now he's playing the Slav. So we're going to play our knight like normal. Now this limits a few things. But if he gets his bishop out first, which he does, this is the modern line, as they say. So we're going to continue our playing here. We could bring this knight out if we wanted to. First, we could also bring the bishop out. I prefer the bishop probably here. Just eyeing this. He's going to take straight away. Okay, so we're going to have a double pawn here. But I feel like this is alright. I could have done a double pawn on the G file, but I want a castle that way. Because we definitely can't castle king side. Or queen side, should I say. So, it's going to simple development now. So, I'm expecting this bishop to come out next. So, what we're going to do there is actually probably just come back. Maybe the only issue there is we kind of get really badly double pawns. We might just go back to here, I think. So we'll probably play it very quickly. Okay, he's going to play a pin instead. So this is where he kind of gives us a tempo almost to immediately play this move. So we're now protecting that. He's going to take again, so it's capturing a lot. I say we capture with the queen now. This gives a nice view onto the rook. So he's going to develop the knight out. Smart. He looks like he'd do that. So we could honestly play this move here. It's not too bad for the bishop. If they try and push the pawn, we actually can play b4 here. So I actually kind of like this move. We are going to play it straight away, trying to stop this idea. Okay, so he's pushing this pawn, kind of suggesting that this might be an idea, but we have a nice outpost there. So we're just going to do some more development here, get the bishop out. We have nice ways to get our queen to retreat if in case of an attack. I would be very surprised if they do this little push. I say we castle now. Not too bad about that. Just got to not spend too much time. It's a very open game, so just got to be careful. Now he's going to bring his rook to c8, so in line with our queen now. But we really could play this now. I kind of fancy this because it stops the castling. So I think, and we do stop this sort of attack coming here. And then we can centralise our rooks and get this sort of pawn push going. So we're going to play our bishop to d6. It looks very risky, but I think in the long run we'll be able to continue this on. He is going to play the move, which I think has to play this b4 move to kind of counteract it. Now, what happens is after he takes, I think we take the d pawn. Otherwise, we isolate this a pawn, which is quite a nice pawn. The only issue with that is that these two pawns are quite open, but our rook can cover that. So I'm not too angry about that. And we have a very good line. So, nothing wrong with that. So, our rooks look good. Our pawns, especially on this queen side, look very good. So, just got to see now. He's going to struggle trying to get his castling gone, so he's really trapped his pieces in here now. So we can really try and force some sort of move. Now, he's going to do some slight tactics here, where he's going to move the knight. If we capture it, he's going to capture us back. But we're able to capture this here as well, this pawn, and we're able to protect it after. So many things here we could try and do now. But is it the most sensible here? If we don't capture, this knight might move here. We might just play the rook across. There's not too many other ideas there. I might honestly put the queen here first, so after we capture, we are protecting it. I think that's probably the most sensible first, so I say we should play that. Looks very weird, but the reason I'm doing this is where it's just so we can protect it. So if this happens, we can bring our bishop in time. And again, if they move out the way, they're still trapped here. He might even have to bring his king up here. And he's now being threatened here, which only gives him moves like this knight move, which isn't very strong. and pretty much down here, which obviously is a no-go. So he's probably going to keep the knight there, which I'm very much happy for him to do so. Sadly, though, I don't actually know whether keeping the bishop here is better than taking the knight and trading to win a pawn here. It's very difficult to see. Now, he's going to bring the knight straight back, actually. So he's given us another tempo. Now, do we move a pawn or a rook now? I say we move a rook. So just going to move the rook. Semi-profile in front of the king. Simple as anything. I'm expecting this knight to probably move. His queen is trapped because of this rook. His rook, it moves. Again, another wasted tempo. And he's just letting us develop. This pawn can push. So now he's trying to do this pawn push now in the end. He has decided to. So I say we were either going to push this pawn now, or I say we push this pawn first. Now the reason is because I don't like this queen a5 move. So I say we get our pawn onto a5 and then we can push here. So after a round of captures, we're able to do it. But he actually helps us again here. Obviously we do not capture. We push, a capture. We can capture back and a very nice pin onto that knight. Only issue is it does open a little bit, but not too much, really. And it does kind of isolate his 2 pawns, but easily protected as well. So, I'm in a very nice position, I think. Do not want to be capturing anything at this position, because he's in a very closed game, where we're in a very nice, like, kind of open one. And a very nice move next could be pushing this pawn. We push this pawn and they move the knight out the way. We have a discovered check on the queen. So he's in real trouble now. And he's going to allow me to do it. And I think we're going to play it. And now I'm expecting him to actually give it up now. Now this could give moves something like this, but it doesn't work. If he brings the knight in, again, it doesn't work. We could just push. So I think this game might be over before it had a real point to it. We was just able to... I'm not going to get my hopes up again, but this seems to be a very dominant position we've been able to get into. You know, now our queen as well can get into their 7th rank. He is going to trade off now. And we are going to keep the pin as well. And he's got to be very careful with what he does soon, because this knight is on tenterhooks with this queen only being the protector. And he does move it out the way now. So, obviously, we can take this pawn because it can't capture. The only thing I would say there is the queen come out, but I'm not too caring about that, as we have this pawn as well. So we're just going to capture this pawn. Obviously can't capture. There's no other tactics they can do here. And we might even be able to get a cheeky sacrifice next move. Hopefully I can. Might be able to get our first brilliant move, but sadly not, as he's going to resign, and that he's now 6 for 6. So a very good game there, as hopefully my game review can load, as there it is, a little bit longer. But we had a very good game. 78%. We did have a miss, but they had a 58.8%. Not very good from them. So let's go over the game real quick, and then that shall be it. So Slav was able to counter that. I think we can see the mistake there is that he traded at the wrong times. Don't get me wrong, this is a good trade in this one. I think double pawns us. Yet they didn't like that. They preferred us to attack it. There's a few misses here, but in the long run it was the same thing. That one wasn't a good take from them, I think, because it gave our queen a nice position. They didn't like this, but we're still winning by 0.6. Again, we're just slowly winning here. They didn't like the knight move. We castle, and I think this was a big mistake, as they allowed our bishop to trap everything. This bishop trapped 1, 2, 3 major pieces, let alone maybe even this knight as well. So a very good bishop at that. Who is able to counter everything here almost. They tried something here. They wanted to just push a pawn there, but it didn't work. And I think that move, we're 8 points up in material in the game review value thing, they're saying the evaluation. And just here, you know, we're going down a little bit now. But this move here, forcing a capture, he moves down, and we're able to capture a free pawn. I did say we can capture his pawn soon. I was due to the queen going here if there's anything. And also, we would have done these captures as well. Just got everything gone. So, that is it for today's game. Hopefully, you enjoyed that. So, thank you, and bye-bye.